What's up, guys? In today's video we'll be discussing about south of Sri Lanka in the month of February 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of weather, the road condition, what you should be packing overall, is it a good time to be going there, and most of all, how much would you end up spending in the month of February while traveling around Sri Lanka. Now keep in mind that February is kind of a dry and sunny month in Sri Lanka, so it's going to be pleasant in the night, but the daytime is going to be warm and humid, and this entirely depends on where you are. If you are in the hill parts of Ila and Kandy, the temperature will be pleasant, but if you are around the coastal areas down south in Gaul or in Jaffna is in the north, but even if you're over there, it's going to be hot and humid. So now when it comes to the most important thing is, what is the temperature going to be like? The daytime temperature will fluctuate anywhere between 24 to 32 degrees, while the real feel is going to be around 35-36 degrees. It's going to be hot and sticky. The night temperature is when it gets bearable. As the sun sets and it gets deeper into the evening, the temperature will drop to as low as 18 degrees. So that's going to be more pleasant compared to the daytime. Now when you're traveling to Sri Lanka in the month of February, make sure that you have all your summer wear. Be sure to carry a lot of cotton clothing, because you need your sweat to dry up too fast. No matter who you are and where you're coming from, you're definitely going to end up sweating a lot. Make sure that you have very good UV protected sunglasses with you. Carry a spare one with you along this journey, so that even if you end up losing one or breaking one, you have a backup which will come really handy for you on this trip. Now when you're traveling, make sure that you carry your swimwear. You also carry a snorkeling kit with you, because it'll come very handy at a lot of beaches in Sri Lanka which have snorkeling. Like Hikkaduwa has very good snorkeling, but you'll end up having to rent a snorkel set out there, and better than that, it's to buy one and just come, so that you avoid the hassle of using somebody else's used one. Now the beaches that you should be visiting in the month of February by default are Unawatuna, Tangol, Hikkaduwa, Mirisa. I would also say going to a place like Negombo and Busa are two places that have very good beaches and have a very good vibe. Negombo is a place that you should definitely visit on your return just before flying out of Sri Lanka, since the airport is located very close to Negombo. Even though the airport is called as a Colombo airport, it's closer to the town of Negombo. So on your return, make sure that you stop a night at Negombo, get a feel of what the entire place is. It's a very good place to buy souvenirs. Souvenirs in Negombo are a lot more affordable compared to other places. So make sure that you stop at Negombo and get a feel of what the beach life at Negombo is. Now when it comes to the wildlife, you can definitely visit Yala National Park, because it's a place where you can easily spot the leopards, elephants. Just when you're booking at Yala National Park, make sure you book with a good reputed organization, so that you end up going to the right spots at the right time, because they are the best ones who will guide you, so that you do not end up just going for a joyride into the forest. Now the month of February is also a very good time to go for whale watching. It's usually at Mirisa, where they'll charge you around $50 to $80 per person. They'll ask you to come to the beach at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:35, and then you'll set off deep into the Indian Ocean to go and get a glimpse of the mighty blue whale. It's assured 100% sighting, or your money back is what they will guarantee you. They'll depending on which nation you come from, they'll always start off with say around $150 or maybe €100. But if you bargain, they'll definitely come down to $50-60 per person. The larger the group, the more affordable it will get. But even for a person who's coming solo, they will not charge you more than $50-60, because February again is an off-season month in Sri Lanka. So when you're traveling around Sri Lanka, you can definitely bargain and get a better deal. The best way to keep everything under check in terms of budget is to take the train and the bus. Bus are the best ways to get around Sri Lanka, because it's very convenient, it's affordable. There are AC trains and AC buses which go around Sri Lanka. Just make sure that you book your train in advance. If you're planning on taking the bus, you can just hop onto any bus from the bus station. Now avoid taking overnight bus journeys, because you'll reach the place really early in the morning, and then you'll be stuck having to pay an exorbitant amount to a rickshaw guy to drop you to your hotel or your homestay. So just take the bus journey during the daytime or the train during the daytime, so that you reach during more pleasant hours. If you're taking the overnight train, it's okay because you can always wait at the railway station till the sun comes out and there's some kind of stability in moving outside. It's very safe, but it's just that you'll end up spending a lot of money from paying the touts, basically the rickshaw guys who'll charge you 3 or 4 times the fair amount to get to where you're supposed to be staying for the night. Now, also another important thing to keep in mind when you're traveling around Sri Lanka is that you need to be having a lot of petty cash with you along the way, because online payments and not of those sorts do not really work well in Sri Lanka. So the best way to go about it is to carry USD or Euro and then come and exchange it in Sri Lanka. My personal recommendation is do not go about exchanging too much of money at the start, and avoid exchanging money at the airport as much as you can, because most taxi drivers and rickshaw guys, whoever you want to take to your hotel, will easily accept a $5 or a $10 bill depending on how far is your homestay from the place, and that would work out better, because then you'll get a better exchange rate once you reach your place. Like, say, I would say the Kandy or Negombo or Gaul, you'll get a much better exchange rate compared to what you would get at the airport. My personal recommendation when it comes to exchanging money in Sri Lanka is that just exchange $100 bills and use that till you're done with the money, and then exchange again, because this way you're not stuck up with too much of Sri Lankan cash, because the conversion rate is really heavy on $100 bill, and you'll end up with a lot of notes, and then keeping a tab of that would be a real headache. So just keep all your dollars and your pounds and your euros with you intact, and just keep exchanging 100 denominations of hundreds and fifties along the way, as and when you need, depending on what your requirement is. A lot of places, if you're booking a tour like a safari or you're looking to go for the blue whale, they will accept directly dollars. So this way it will be more convenient as compared to roaming around with so much of Sri Lankan cash with you. Now, when it comes to the cafes and restaurants, you'll find very good seafood restaurants and cafes. Tuna is the go-to delicacy in Sri Lanka. I would say go-to is because it's easily available everywhere, and any place you go to, they'll offer you tuna. Along with that, the lobsters and the crabs are a must-have. Make sure that you end up going for a boat ride, regardless of where you are, either to the lagoons, or you can also go for a mid-ocean boat ride. Just make sure that you take once to enjoy a glimpse of the Indian Ocean when you're traveling in Sri Lanka. Snorkeling and scuba diving are two other activities that you should definitely consider if you're someone who is into adventure activities, along with surfing. If you know surfing, very good. You can always go to Unawatuna or Mirisa and hop onto the surfboards by renting one. But if you do not know and you have the time, you can always take surfing lessons at each of these beaches. Sri Lanka is a place that will leave you wanting more and more of the sea life, and Sri Lanka is the kind of country which will leave you with memories for a lifetime, because the people are very warm and welcoming. The nature and the beaches are pristine. It's beautiful. It's everything that you are expecting in a budget, and I would say in a very, very affordable budget. So when you have made up your mind to go to Sri Lanka, and just make sure that you're staying there for at least, I would say, a week or two, because the longer you stay at Sri Lanka, the more the place will start to soak in, because there are places like Mirisa, Unawatuna, and basically every beach at Gaul where you'll want to spend at least a couple of nights, if not more, just soaking in the vibe and the atmosphere that the place has to offer. Now, we have a trip to Sri Lanka happening in the month of April. If you're interested, you can click on the link in the description. You'll get all the details from our website. You can WhatsApp us or book directly from our website. If you're looking for a private family trip or a couple package to Sri Lanka, you can also get in touch with us directly from the WhatsApp button on our website, and we'll be more than happy to help and arrange a trip for you. If you have any queries related to Sri Lanka in the month of February, leave a comment in the comment section, and we'd be happy to help you and get back to you. So now, till our next video for Sri Lanka, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.